And now, for my first trick. You saw nothing? Ah! Leviosa! Leviosa! Ah! Thank you, thank you. And now, for my next trick. Ready? Oh. Whose sock is this? Whose sock? And now, for the finale. Why so serious, Alessandra? Why so serious? Why so serious? I'm not serious! Oh. Never fall asleep during a Christopher Nolan movie marathon. Hi, I'm Alessandra, and this is Out of Frame, the show where I give you the close-up on your favorite media professionals. That's right, I'll tell you where they're from, what they've done, and what their first pet's name was. Okay, maybe not that, but you know what I mean. This episode, I'm talking about the one and only Christopher Jonathan James Nolan. Born in London, England on July 30th, 1970, Nolan spent his childhood going back and forth between London and Chicago, as his mother was a flight attendant and his father was in advertising. He and his older brother, Matthew Nolan, used their free time to make movies with their father's Super 8 camera and their toy action figures.
Did you say Super 8? My, I haven't seen one of those since I was a young, disembodied voice.
Okay, moving on. By the early 90s, Nolan had stopped playing with action figures and moved on to University College London, where he took advantage of the Film Society's editing suites and film equipment to refine his abilities. In '96, while still at UCL, Nolan released a short film called Larceny. It starred Jeremy Theobald, later acted in Nolan's Following and Batman Begins. This was the first sign of Nolan working with the same actors from film to film. Ironically enough, Nolan didn't go to school for film, but for English literature. All of this was the lead up to Nolan's first cult hit, Memento. It's based on a short story by Nolan's brother, Jonathan. The film was praised for its non-linear storytelling, its self-exploration, and revenge, all of which became common traits of Nolan movies. It wasn't until 2005 that Nolan became a household name when he was given the chance to revamp the Batman series. From this to this. His revival of the series led to a trilogy of films, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. By giving the franchise a darker tonality and a realist approach, Nolan has rebranded the franchise for a new generation of fans and followers of The Dark Knight. And in case you think Nolan's English degree was a waste, The Dark Knight Rises was loosely based off of Charles Dickens' novel, A Tale of Two Cities. But there's more to Nolan than the Dark Knight movies. The one that started it all was the 1998 film, Following, that won him several directing awards on the film festival circuit. Following is known for being a high-quality film made with almost no budget, a big difference from the millions of dollars he has to spend on his blockbuster films. All of the skills and techniques he developed in his earlier films, from his themes of uncertainty and temporality to his film noir style, came together in his 2010 release of Inception. This thriller proved that summer blockbuster films could be intellectual and successful. So, what's next for Nolan? Based off his success with the Batman series, he now has the opportunity to work with another citywide hero, Superman, in his upcoming film, Man of Steel. Although Nolan isn't directing this one, he is producing it and has a shared credit for the story. Since Nolan liked to root his films in themes of realism and include the use of practical effects, it'll be interesting to see how Man of Steel will reflect Nolan's motifs. He also has a science fiction film, Interstellar, in the works. It's written by him and his younger brother Jonathan, based off Kip Thorne's theories about the exploration of gravity fields and wormholes. Talk about a film that's sure to be out of this world.
Stellar joke, Alessandra. Oh boy.
Christopher Nolan's impact on the film industry is huge. He helped revive the superhero movie blockbuster, and the darker tone he used can be seen in many subsequent genre films. His ability to tell a story is unique and unparalleled as they come, and is sure to inspire many up-and-coming filmmakers in the coming years. And that's a wrap! Congrats to those of you who got last week's trivia question right. This week's question is, which of Christopher Nolan's relatives appear in 3 of his films? Leave your answer in the comments below, and you could also get a shout out at the end of next week's episode. I'll see you next week on Friday when we take a look at the queen of the modern soap opera, Agnes Nixon.